First, the moon has, for centuries, been an object of wonder, speculation, and mystery. Some would consider it a simple satellite in Earth's orbit, lifeless, and just made of rock. The moon, for others, means something deeper and much more enigmatic. From ancient civilizations that worshipped lunar gods to modern conspiracy theories and scientific anomalies, the moon's dark side in more ways than one has captivated human imagination since as long as we could look up at the night sky. The following examination ventures into some of the most mysterious, shocking and mind-blowing theories attributed to the moon, from occult associations to scientific curiosities. The term dark side of the moon conventionally refers to the side that always faces away from Earth because of tidal locking, in which the same part of the moon is always facing towards the Earth. This far side has been the source of much speculation since it was not visible to humankind until 1959, when the Soviet Luna 3 took images of the far side. In strong contrast, the other side of the moon has a much more rugged topography, its extensive craters and highlands giving it a very different topography from that of the near side. This is the mysterious, never-visited landscape where, if anywhere in the universe, some believe alien bases or ancient civilizations might be hiding. A variety of structures, anomalies, and artificiality signatures have been claimed on the far side by some ufologists and fringe researchers, but NASA dismisses all these claims as pareidolia, a psychological effect where humans tend to see patterns even in totally meaningless or random arrangements. A variety of wild theories have been proposed about the moon. Among them is the suggestion that the moon is hollow. This originated with the speculations following the Apollo missions, and particularly the seismic experiments on the Apollo 12 mission. NASA astronauts installed seismometers on the lunar surface, which actually recorded something quite unexpected when the ascent stage of the lunar module was deliberately crashed back onto the moon. The moon rang like a bell for almost an hour. This strange acoustic phenomenon was the source of some to speculate that the moon could be hollow or partially hollow. Proponents of the hollow moon theory say that the moon could be an artificial structure of advanced, ancient and extraterrestrial civilizations. What they believe is that with a moon sans innards, it could be used as a space station or spacecraft, wherein an advanced race may reside or be used as a monitoring post for Earth. Mainstream scientists explain the ringing, however, as being due to the moon's unique geological structure, which contains no fluid core to Earth, with which it would dampen the vibrations more quickly. One of the weirdest and most intriguing things about the moon is its orbit. The moon is the only large satellite in the solar system with an almost perfectly circular orbit around its host planet, a natural peculiarity which most celestial mechanics cannot explain. Most natural satellites have elliptical orbits caused by gravitational pulls emanating from the host planet and other space bodies. But the moon, on the one hand, has an almost perfectly circular and stable orbit, a feature that has continued to puzzle many scientists. Further, the moon is drifting away from Earth by about 3.8 centimeters every year. This means that it would have been much closer a very long time ago. It just turns out, however, that the moon at its present distance happens to be at the right distance to block the sun during a solar eclipse. The size of the moon and its orbital distance from Earth come together just right to allow it to completely block the sun's disk during an eclipse. The chances of this occurring are so precisely right that many have suggested the moon is in such a position due to intelligent intervention. A number of theorists over the years have propounded theories which question the moon's status as a natural satellite of Earth. Among such authors, Christopher Knight and Alan Butler give their take in the book Who Built the Moon? Argue that the moon bears all the signs of being an artificial object of some kind. They cited a number of anomalies, that the moon is phenomenally lightweight compared with other planetary satellites, and that it has no substantial iron core, like most other celestial bodies. Conjecture by some adherents of this theory supposes that advanced beings may have brought the moon into Earth's orbit, perhaps acting as a stabilizing force for Earth's axis and climate. Certainly without the moon, Earth's tilt could well be more irregular, leading to intense climatic variations that would inhibit the establishment of complex life. The presence of the moon stabilizes the Earth's rotation, allowing Earth to have fairly predictable seasons and a more stable environment, to which life could adapt. This has produced the notion that the moon was put here to perform the express function of supporting life on Earth. No accounting of the mysteries of the moon would be complete without the mention of one of the most enduring conspiracy theories of the 20th century, and that is the belief of many that the moon landing was faked. This theory gained traction shortly after the successful completion of the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, with claims that the US government, desperate to win the space race against the Soviet Union, had staged the landing in a Hollywood studio. Proponents of the hoax cite several photographic and video anomalies of the shots from the Apollo mission: inconsistencies in the shadows, lack of stars in the background, and the American flag waving as if winds were blowing in a vacuum. Most of these so-called anomalies have been refuted by experts in photography, physics, and space exploration despite such claims. For instance, the flag waved because there was no drag by the atmosphere in the moon, while the light effects could be explained by several sources of light: shiny surface of the moon and astronauts themselves. Yet, the theory lives on, in part because of pervasive lack of confidence in government institutions and because of the bizarre occurrences surrounding NASA's space program. The fact that a number of astronauts died as a result of training accidents, that certain aspects of the mission were shrouded in secrecy, and that the Apollo program was abruptly discontinued after a mere handful of missions have all contributed to feeding the rumors. The moon has long been associated with the occult, magic, and those things beyond the mundane in life. Most ancient civilizations had their own type of lunar god that they worshipped, seeing the moon as representative of feminine energies, mystery, and the unconscious mind. It is through these modern themes of the occult that the moon now becomes a powerful force, both in magical ritual and in spiritual practice. Full moons are believed to heighten psychic abilities, intuition, and emotional awareness, while new moons are considered times for new beginnings and setting intentions. There are also innumerable reports of paranormal phenomena ascribed to the moon, from anomalous lights and UFO sightings to otherwise unexplainable events apparently timed to the lunar cycle. Some occultists and paranormalists have even speculated that the moon represents some form of a threshold or interdimensional gateway, allowing freer access to certain states of communication with otherworldly intelligences during specific phases of the moon. One of the more interesting theories about the moon deals with alien involvement. Any number of astronauts reported strange happenings while they were orbiting or landing on the moon, from UFOs shadowing their spacecraft to strange lights on the lunar surface. Apollo 11 astronaut Buzz Aldrin said he saw a UFO during the mission. NASA largely dismissed it as space junk or a reflection. Several of the photos and videos reveal a lot of the lunar anomalies: unexplained lights, strange geometric shapes, and even what some purport to be artificial structures. One of the most famous constitutes what is known as Blair cuspids, a set of spire-like objects some believe could well constitute remnants of ancient alien structures on the moon. While these anomalies are attributed by mainstream scientists to natural geological formations, the weird shapes and patterns have led others to speculate at a more extraterrestrial origin. Another mystery regarding the moon is about its origin. The giant impact is the most widely accepted scientific hypothesis. The moon materialized from debris after a Mars-sized object collided with Earth around 4.5 billion years ago. There are, however, a number of unresolved problems with this theory. One of the key issues is that the isotopic compositions of lunar rocks retrieved during the Apollo missions are almost identical to Earth's, indicating that they could have come from the same material. Nevertheless, the moon has crucial differences in composition, including volatile contents and strange density, which have led some to question if the giant impact hypothesis is responsible for the formation of the moon. To further complicate the question, the moon seems to be older than Earth altogether. A variety of the lunar rocks dated about 4.5 billion years, while Earth is estimated to be approximately 4.54 billion years old. This slight difference seems insignificant, but it begs the question of how the moon can be formed before the very planet that it orbits. The moon is one of the most mysterious and interesting objects in the sky. Although science has provided us with many answers regarding its formation, composition, and the role it played in the development of Earth, a lot remains unknown. From the hollow moon theory to strange ringing reported during the Apollo missions, from theories of extraterrestrial bases to occult connections, the moon continues to inspire wonder and speculation. Whether it is a natural satellite, man-made, or something of further mystery, Such is the call of the moon. The mysteriousness of its dark side, literal and metaphoric, keeps it in the mind of people who would like to reveal the deeper secrets. And as we go on with our quest into space and past, we might yet come upon more of the moon's enigmatic truths. Thank you for spending time with us through Spookscope today. Feel free to share your knowledge and wisdom in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends and family. Until next time, my dear spooker, stay curious.